Alright, hello bike fans. Today we're going to be talking about chain maintenance. And if you're new to the sport, chain maintenance is a basic and important thing you need to do. And if you would read your owner's manual, you'll find the specifications for how much slack that your machine's allowed to have. Mine is 0.6 to 1 inch. And I just finished adjustment on it, so now mine's running 5/8 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch, because chains do not stretch evenly. You'll have a tighter section than the other. And just remember, when you adjust your chain, always adjust to the tight one, not to the loose one. If you'll adjust to the loose one, the tighter section will become too tight. So always adjust your chain to the tight section. So let's say, just for the sake of argument, it's running between 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Adjust to the 1/2 inch, not to the 1 inch. I know it seems to go against logic, but if you think about it, it makes sense. On this particular bike, it uses eccentric adjusters. You see the axle's off center. Has a pinch nut or a pinch bolt that grips it and holds it in place on both sides. All you do is loosen this. Your bike may be different. Like I said, check your manual. You do not need to take this to the dealer to have them do this. I've run across people who are going to do that. Loosen this one, and on my bike, and in probably a lot of bikes is similar, this the stay, the rear caliper stay that holds it in place, loosen that one. That way the caliper can pivot and everything's nice and loose and you can make your adjustments. You'll move this backwards or forwards, get it to where you want it, snug it down, and once you snug it down, check it again, because it will change, I guarantee it. And once you're satisfied with the measurements, go back, tighten everything down, make sure you haven't forgotten anything, and go back and check once again, and then you're done with that. And then the next thing you should keep track of every 400 or 500 miles is clean and lubricate your chain. This is an O-ring chain. What that means is, inside each one of these barrels is lubricant. There's an O-ring on either side of each barrel which keeps the lubricant inside, which is a good thing. It makes it a little less maintenance. They tend to last a little bit longer, and it doesn't mean you don't have to lube them though. What you do is use a product like this. This is basically a chain wax. It's a lubricant, but it goes on and it dries to a film and it doesn't fling off. And what this does is it cushions the impact between the rollers and the teeth in your sprocket. It's hard to see the sprocket on this one. Here we go. It lessens the impact there, and it reduces friction, reduces heat, which in turn reduces chain stretch. So see, it's all a chain reaction. No pun intended. But if you keep track of it, keep on top of it, keep things lubed up, keep things adjusted properly where your chain's not slapping, the bike will ride smoother. On and off the throttle transitions will be smoother because you don't have all that slop and slack in the chain. And it reduces driveline snatch. I don't know if you've ever heard that before. It's like the period of time when you roll on the gas till the wheel starts to turn. So just keep up with the maintenance like this and your parts will last longer. Your bike will be a more pleasurable machine to ride. And also, while you're doing this, look at your teeth and inspect them, and they should all be uniform peaks. You want to look for excessively sharp points or wear where one side's worn deeper than the other. You'll just keep a look at that. And a sprocket in good condition is quiet going backwards. Hear that? Hardly any noise at all. And then the next step, once you've done all that, you're satisfied with the adjustment, time to lubricate. And I know you'd be tempted to start the bike up, put it in gear, and spray this stuff on. It's quick and easy, I admit that, but it's also a great way to lose some fingers. If you get caught in here with the engine running, believe me buddy, your day is screwed, and probably for years to come. Best thing to do, spray lubricant on one side of the links for a full revolution, on the other side of the links for a full revolution, by simply spinning it with your hand. And it's also best to do this while your chain is warm. It helps it to set up quicker But if the bike just sits for a while, it'll set up and it won't sling. Anything will sling if you put too much on it. Doesn't take much. Let's get the other side. I hate doing this because it gets on parts of the bike that you don't want it to get on. It's gotten on my wheels, but it's simple. Just wipe it down. And once you've done that, let it sit up a little while, and your bike will be happier and your chain will be happier. And I hope it's answered some questions. If not, ask me a question, send me a personal message, or make a comment. Please rate and recommend this to your friends, and please subscribe. And thanks for watching.